I'm Nate the Biased User, and right now I'm going to be reviewing the new Brakence album, Hypochondriac. When it comes to emo rap, I'm always down to check out whatever's new, but it's usually not something I would anticipate. But Brakence became an exception when listening to one of his singles earlier this year, CBD, a track I liked a lot, and best believe I had him under my radar ever since. And now he dropped his full-length project, Hypochondriac, that shows singles isn't his only strength, because the pacing from track to track is fan-fucking-tastic. The track Stung very much felt like a part 2 to CBD, showing there was a bigger picture of ambition in the works almost a year ago. But on to the actual music with the first track, Bugging. It has the moaning emo vocals I'm not usually crazy about, but it was well produced and the production shifts, with it going high-pitched, was nice. Along with the shifts on the instrumental, that gets soft on the acoustic but then hitting with tight drums and oily synths. I enjoyed this track to a large degree, and I'm glad the follow-up Caffeine blew up even harder, where Brakence gets aggressive on the vocal side over a trap beat dominated by a fuzzy, wavy, and a little blurry guitar sample. And this track hits even harder when it speeds up, feeling like a musical punch combo. This track was excitement on top of excitement, but it didn't result in Venus flytrap feelings in such a way. It wasn't very risky, but I like how on point the vocals are. And as far as music with the amount of pop appeal this has, it's still relatively enjoyable. But it is one of the weaker cuts, and there are definitely more to come. Before then though, we get Teeth, where Brakence is touching on the pressures of his fame, and I like how vulnerable his voice comes off on the chorus. And on 5G, he feels vulnerable and aggressive as a result of his screeching on an engaging and standout drill beat. But then there's preparation exercise number 7. That's good with the easy to listen to stuff, but there was a big glitched out clutter in the middle that felt contrived and relied upon. In other words, this track was reliant on something unnecessary. But on the bright side after this, I get to revisit a fantastic single, CBD. And it's still great with the tapping metal sounding drums. But I very much prefer its lengthy follow-up, Stung. I'm happy the vocals that open the song up and recur are sticking with me. And I get it with a hard-hitting sound, with the loose breeze guitar. Or we get the vocals with a low bassy piano. But whatever mode this track is on, it sounds great. I can't say every moment on every long track was great though. Case in point, Deepfake, whose boring piano play didn't start this song off, with me being anticipated on the stimulating future and post-rock vibe it was gonna get. While Introvert wasn't perfect, it was better, and more compelling with the track getting a bunch of video game voice memos that later transitions to a fourth wall break robot voice, highlighting how Brakence is only making music about himself, basically him expressing self-awareness. Introvert feels like it should be a closer, but I wasn't complaining about the calm title track. It was beautiful from the vocals to pianos, and this record, Hypochondriac, was a great album. It had underwhelming spots here and there, but I was not expecting to like this album as much as I did, and I hope we get some more great emo pop material down the road. I'm gonna give this album a 7.8.